I've sent over 10 million cold emails and I've analyzed across the board what works and what does not work. And today I'm gonna show you how chunking up and chunking down your offer can increase your results in cold email. In order for you to understand what chunking up and down means, you first need to understand what makes cold email so unique as compared to ads or as compared to billboard advertising or different sorts of advertising. And that is the one-on-one unique feeling that you can create with cold emails. You want the person reading it to feel like you've sat down and you wrote them that specific email. And in order to do that, you need to understand what the prospect cares about. So for example, if you're selling search engine optimization, meaning you're helping companies rank higher on Google, you will have people that don't even know that they need to optimize to appear on Google to get people to come to their website. Some people think that you create a website once, put it live, and people are just going to come to the website and start buying. I'm sure you met someone that thinks like that. They just know that no one is coming to their website, but they don't know you could use search engine optimization to fix that. Then you're going to have another set of people who know that there is such a thing as search engine optimization, but they don't know how to implement it. These are often people that are quite easy to sell on SEO services, for example. It doesn't mean that the other two right here would be invalid, right? They would be valid, but just with a different type of framing, which you're going to learn in a second. And then you have people who have tried a solution and perhaps have been burned. So think of this like the person who has hired a few agencies, didn't get results, and now thinks that SEO doesn't work. Great. So now that you understand how market sophistication works, how you need to change the way that you speak to appeal to people in different stages of their sophistication, you also need to understand who are the people that are more likely to be willing to work with you. And so you'll see that in a lot of industries, whenever there is something new, so for example, right now, AI is a hype, you're literally only working with innovators, people that are willing to try on something new to see if it's going to work. Now, as time goes on and more people are trying AI, you're going to start getting early adopters, people that think, okay, well, it is working. It worked for some people. Let me try it. And then once they started using, you get the early majority to start using, which is the amount of people that think, okay, it's working for a lot of people. I might as well jump in. And then you have the late majority, which is, well, once they figure out, wow, a lot of people are making money, they jump in. And that's usually when you start seeing diminishing returns in how well it performs and how easy it is to sell the service, etc., right? And then you have laggards, people that were very delayed on the whole thing. And so understanding where in this adoption curve your clients are and how sophisticated they are about the solution will help you craft the perfect copy. So now how does that tie into chunking up and down and getting better results, more reply rates, and more people that hop on calls ready to buy? It's actually very simple. We're going to blend an approach that looks at both of these things, and we're going to write a copy based on that. I'm going to show you how right now. So for example, although this is a great email, it's a great, believable, and relevant email. And let me show you real quick. Here's the relevancy, here is the greatness of the offer, and here's the believability of the offer. So I hit the 3 pillars of what makes an email work. Now I just need to understand who am I talking to. And right now, I'm not really talking to that many people. I'm just letting themselves screen themselves in or out. So what I'm saying is, quick question. Notice companies in ranking on page 1 for relevant keyword. Let's say beauty products. Despite being a leader in the industry, we specialize in SEO for industry. Now, when I say this, I'm assuming that the person knows that there is a solution or they have tried the solution before. And I'm assuming that because SEO has been in the market for a very long time, that I'm either speaking to the late majority or laggards, which means that right now I might not be differentiating myself and I might not be appealing to the people that would actually buy the service from me. So instead of only appealing to laggards and appealing to a late majority, you could appeal to everyone on the scale by chunking up your offer. And also you're going to appeal to people that don't know they have a problem, people that know they have a problem, they know there's a solution, they have tried a solution. You're going to appeal to all of them by chunking up. Look at this. When I chunk up, I stop talking about what it is, how it's done. I talk about what it results in. And so I'm saying, hey, first name, saw you're crushing in the company, impressive growth in the industry space, been helping similar companies add an extra 30 to 80K a month in revenue through our customer acquisition process. I didn't say it was through SEO. I didn't say which method in SEO. I didn't say how long I've been doing that. All I said is, hey, this is my great offer, right here. Then here's all of the believability. And here would be the relevancy part, right? So it's still a great email, but I'm pitching it from a broader perspective. I make the copy broader to appeal to to a broader range of people. And a lot of times you see that with cold email, that is what actually makes campaigns start performing, although it sounds counterintuitive. If you're in marketing, you learn your whole life that you need specificity. And although that is right, you need specificity in the right thing. A lot of people try to go in specific about their offer, whilst they need to get specific about the final outcome. Okay, so that is chunking up. It works very well when we're talking about SEO, for example. Let's imagine that our whole target audience have been receiving this type of emails for a very long time, and they're already a bit burnt, meaning that if you look at their sophistication, only laggards would fall for a type of script that's that broad. And people already know that there are search solutions, and they know that a lot of them don't really work. So in this case, I'm saying, hey, first name, I ran a quick analysis of company and found something concerning. Your competitors are ranking above you for specific keyword, which means they're capturing customers ready to buy your solution. I'm pressing on a pain point. I know it's very specific, and a lot of people that don't have this pain point will just drift away. And then I'm going to say, while most SEO agencies focus on general traffic, we specialize in one thing, which is getting our clients to rank number one on the exact keywords that their ideal customers search right before making a purchase. Now, what have I done here? I have gone from talking about the final benefit, which some companies may not fall for, depends on your market sophistication, to then talking only to people that know that there is a solution and perhaps have tried or not tried, but they are aware that there's a solution. There are people that solve that. So now you're just differentiating yourself from the rest. And that is what chunking down is all about. So now that you understand that if you want to be appealing to a broader audience, you need to chunk up your offer. And if you want to be appealing to a narrower audience that is more likely to pay you more, you need to chunk down your offer and sometimes even use wording that narrows it down further. For example, in SEO, perhaps I don't want to work with people that are trying to diversify their acquisition methods. They're trying to save money because Meta or Facebook is expensive. Perhaps I want to work with people that want to spend more and more platforms to dominate the market. So I change my phrasing right here to saying that you can rank number one to you can dominate your market, right? So I can play with my wording to attract specific types of people. But that is part of chunking down. Now that you understand how all of that works, you perhaps would also want to know how you frame things the right way, how you make your copy great, believable, and relevant. And in order to figure that out, I strongly recommend you check out this other video recorded on my channel where I show you the AI bots that I use to create our scripts in our company. I'll see you there.